Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever you are watching this, know that I appreciate you. It is I, Jay, and I'd like to welcome you to another day in the daily life of Jay. I'd actually almost forgotten that I'd turned the camera on because I was trying to make sure I could see out of these windows.
In 1/4 mile, turn right on East Belknap Street.
And yes, that is on. I need to turn that down though. I turned it off the other day when I was recording with you guys. I turned it off thinking that I knew my way the rest of the way. I was wrong. I was wrong.
Turn right on East Belknap Street.
Oh, before I go any further, it is Thursday, October 22nd, 2020, and it is 8:22 in the a.m. Although for some reason, no, that was correct. It's 8:22 in the a.m. and I am headed to work. Today is the start of day 4.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on
gig.
North Sylvania Avenue, then turn right.
Whew, child. I don't want it muted, but can you turn down some? So yeah, today is day 4. Of the new gig, and I am excited, you guys. I am.
Turn left on North Sylvania Avenue, then
Okay.
turn right.
That's much better. It's probably too low, but it's better than what it was. Screaming at me. Like I said in my video yesterday, I've learned some things and been given some insight, and I'm grateful for it. It puts me on guard for what may be next. It puts me on guard for what may be next. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And I realized something last night. And I knew it, but it clicked. Like, really clicked last night. And I had to kind of chuckle and thank God. But some of the things that I complained about at the old job, as far as HR is concerned, and how things are being handled, I think that I had actually asked myself hypothetically, what would I do if I were in that position? Or what have I done in the past when I was in that position? How did I handle it? And God has placed me in a role that puts me in that position. And I just think that it's the funniest thing because, oh, I should have left a little bit earlier. I just think it's the funniest thing because God always has a way of putting you on your P's and Q's and making you not necessarily regret that you asked him something, absolutely make you more grateful that you asked. A hard stop. Make you more grateful that you asked. But it just always makes me chuckle when I realize that God is showing me something that I had either asked for or inquired about previously. So, and he does that. You got to pay attention to it. You got to have a heightened sense of awareness and discernment when you do that, because you have to be able to go back and say, yeah, I did ask about that. I did ask him for that. I did inquire about that. And and to know that he actually, it confirms rather, that he actually is listening to you. That it's not just a universe thing and everything is lining up within the universe. Even though if that's what you believe, then that's what you believe. It is what it is. But for me, it's not that it's just a universe thing and everything is lining up. It is God is hearing me. He's not just hearing what I'm saying, but he's hearing my thoughts, because some of these things I never actually even voiced. I never actually even voiced. I thought them. And okay, go ahead, because I'm going to do what you're doing as soon as I can. He's hearing what you haven't even voiced. Go ahead, sweetie. Just thoughts that you have, and that is amazing to me to know that he's doing that. That he's capable. It just, you know, solidifies for me that he is indeed omnipresent. Even in my thoughts, he is there. I am so grateful for that, because I know even when I don't have the words, or I can't express what I'm thinking or feeling, or even desire in a moment, I know that he hears me. Even in my thoughts, he hears me. Yes, he would love for you to verbalize it, because not necessarily that he needs to hear it, but I'm sure that he enjoys hearing it, but he wants you to hear it as you say it. He wants you to hear your request and then believe him for it. So I'm so grateful that he hears me. Even in my thoughts, he hears me. Even in my thoughts, he hears me. Even in my thoughts, he hears me. I'm so grateful for that. To know that I have no concern, or should have no concern, about whether my Father hears me or not, about whether he is present for me or not. I am so grateful for that. That is a beautiful thing for me. So yeah, be encouraged. I mean, again, yesterday's turned a little bit, and now today's is turned. But be encouraged. Be encouraged knowing that, you know, people aren't just telling you that God is there. People aren't just telling you that God cares for you. People aren't saying that God loves you. These are not just words. I am living proof that those words are true. That every manifestation that God has for you will come to pass. What just happened? That every manifestation that God has for you will come to pass. And he is an awesome God. He is an ever-present God. He's all-knowing, and he hears everything. He is everywhere. And he loves you tremendously. I am proof of that. I am proof of that. So I am so grateful that he is there, you know, that he hears me. And I know I've said that several times, but I really am just that grateful. I am just that grateful to know that my God is there and present and hears everything that I think, feel, or see, or say, or, you know, yeah. So, be encouraged. Be encouraged. Truly, be encouraged. And knowing that there is really someone. Just little old me. Just little old me. There is someone. Where are you going? Okay, so I need to go here.
Turn left on Henderson Street and take the ramp.
Just little old me that believes God for who he says he is. And know that you can trust God. Know that you can trust God for everything that the word tells you he is. Know that you can trust him. Because he is exactly who he says he is. He is exactly who he says he is. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to end this for a little bit, because I'm headed, I need to pay attention to the directions. I've already made a misstep in talking to you and telling you how good God is. But even in my misstep, he's shown me something that has brought about more gratitude for me. That I'm not, you know, homeless. I'm not on the side of the road begging for change and trying to feed an addiction, or that I'm not mentally unstable and walking around in things that, in all truthfulness, I should not be walking around in. I just realized what this man has on, and I'm grateful, you know, that he's able to move around. I thought that he had a skirt on, but I just realized that it's not a skirt he has on. It's actually a top. It's actually a top that he has on, and he's wearing it as, I don't know what, just to cover his bottoms is the way I'm going to say it, just to cover his bottoms. He's got his legs in the armholes. So like this dress, I have my arms in the armholes where they're supposed to be. And the fullness of the dress is from the chest down. Well, he's got it upside down so that the fullness that would be from the chest down on me is actually covering his behind, and his legs are actually going through the armholes. How did I notice that? Because I was trying to figure out what kind of where am I getting 15A to wake up. I just noticed how he was walking, and I noticed that the actual hole for the neck is at the bottom. So I'm grateful for that person and the other person that was standing beside him initially when I pulled up to that exit. I'm grateful that that is not me. That is not my situation. That is not my circumstance, and that it is not the circumstance of any of my children or my grandchildren. I am grateful. I am grateful because that very well could be my situation. If you've ever paid attention to, if you ever paid attention to anything that I have posted before, I believe that I've posted the story where we were homeless for a moment, but we still had a roof over our heads. We were homeless in the sense that we didn't have our own residence, and we had to live under someone else's residence, under someone else's roof for 3 months. And by the grace of God, he blessed me with a job as soon as we moved here. And we were able to get our own place in that 3 months. By the grace of God, that we've been in our own place and not homeless since then. By the grace of God, he has elevated us. Even in our financial struggles, he has still elevated us. Basically every year since we've been here for 3.5 years, and he has elevated us every year. Even though I felt that I was struggling at the job that I was at for 3.5 years, where I thought that there was an upward movement for me, and found out quite blatantly that there was not any ability, any chance of me moving upward at that place of employment, which is essentially why I left. I'm all about growth, and it's essentially why I left. To know that God has continually elevated us. Like the position that I'm in now is an elevation. It's something that I've done before, but it's an elevation from what I was doing in the last 3.5 years. To know that God moved us from living in someone else's house and dealing with their situation, everything that they had going on in their household, to putting us in a 1-bedroom apartment that was infested by roaches, literally infested by roaches. Me being concerned about taking anything from the home, even, you know, knowing that I was not a nasty person, I was not a dirty person, that I kept my house clean, but that's just what they had there. And I'm grateful that it was roaches and not mice or rats, you know, or spiders, you know. I'm grateful for that. But a place that was infested by roaches, that, you know, we couldn't regulate the heat properly for the last 6 months that we were there, that had mold growing not only outside but inside the unit, that, you know, my garbage disposal, and yeah, by the grace of God, we had a garbage disposal. That's common here, actually. But that the garbage disposal had backed up, and the dishwasher, yes, that's another common thing here. The dishwasher stopped working, and there was stagnant water that could have drawn any other creature, you know, any other bug to our residence. But in the time, in that month and some change that it was that way, before they actually fixed it, no other creature came. It was still just the roaches, which, you know, progressively got worse. I'm grateful that even while I was sick during the time that I was there, that my sickness did not kill me in that 1-bedroom apartment that was infested by roaches. I'm grateful that the mold that became present did not infect or affect my husband's health any more than it's already impacted, or even my health, and cause a relapse in me. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that God has us now in a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom unit apartment, that I can use one room for an actual office, and, you know, edit and record and, you know, manipulate my advertising things, and you know, build my courses and post them up, and it's a dedicated space just for that. I'm grateful for that. So yeah, while I'm grateful that I'm not standing on the side of the highway, the exit ramp, begging for change so that I could get my next fix, my next meal, my next drink, or even possibly a place to go use the bathroom and wash my face or brush my teeth. I'm grateful that I don't have to do that. I'm grateful for the elevation that God has given us. This position, as I said before, is an elevation. It's something that I've done before, but it is still considered an elevation because it's where there will be growth. It's better than what I was doing before in the last 3.5 years. So I'm grateful. And I know that I said I was going to turn this off, but just seeing those two gentlemen standing on the side of the road made me more aware of the fact that I need to be more conscious of the things that God has done for me, and should have more gratitude. So yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. What are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for today? You know, think about that thing and start writing it down. Create a gratitude journal if you want. Start writing it down. You know, I'm a huge advocate, a huge proponent of writing. As a writer, an author, published, and a writing coach, I'm a huge advocate for writing down everything that you can, so that you get it out. That's one of my courses, Writing to Release. That's the next course after this second one that I'm going to release, that I'm going to put out there on this new platform for people, you know, because it's needed. We've got to be able to release these things, whether it's gratitude, whether it's fear, whether it's stress, we've got to be able to release these things. And sometimes when we write the things down, it reminds us, especially the gratitude journal, it reminds us of where we were. You know, it brings to present real quickly what it is that God has done for us. When we're writing down stresses or fears or concerns that we have, and then we go back to it after God has brought us out of it, it reminds us of how good God is, because he brought us out of that thing that we thought would take us out. So do that. Right. When the next course is available, this second course, the foundational basics of writing your first book, when that is finally approved, which I thought that it would be by now, but I'm seeing no evidence of it being approved yet. I had to do one thing, and I did that thing, but I haven't gotten any feedback yet from making that fix. But when that is available, I will make sure to post it. I've been posting the link for the first course in the description box. So if you go there, if you can't click on it, it goes directly to the website, then, you know, copy and paste it into your search bar, and go to the website, take the course. The first course, the Forgotten Basics of Writing Your First Book, is an actual free course. That is a free course. But the Foundational Basics, Foundational Basics is a paid course, but for anyone, and just so that you are aware of this, for anyone that has taken, signed up, enrolled in my Forgotten Basics course, you will get a discount, a discounted price when you sign up for the Foundational Basics. So if you haven't already, and you want to write, you want to know some of the things that people don't think about when they're writing a book, go enroll, sign up for, and complete, please, complete it and review the Forgotten Basics. Like I said, the link will be in the description box. Go ahead and enroll in that course, review that course, rate that course. It makes the course more discoverable. And then when I am able to release the Foundational Basics, which goes more into, I mean, it's a recap. The first part is a recap of the Forgotten Basics, but the second half is talking about how to actually start writing, but also how to build a character, any character, the main or the supporting. Build your storyline and your plot. Go ahead and when you get ready to when you finish the Forgotten Basics, sign up for, I'll provide the discount code once it's able to go live, and you'll be able to get a discounted price for the Foundational Basics, which is the second course. So I hope that was understandable. I mean, I know I kind of rambled a little bit and it got kind of loud on the freeway because of the rate of speed that I was going, and I was trying to pay attention to the road. But yeah. So the Forgotten Basics, like I said, the link is below. And as soon as I am able to release the Foundational Basics, the Foundational Basics, I will provide a discount code for everyone that has enrolled and taken the Forgotten Basics, so that they will be able to take the Foundational Basics at a discounted price. And that discount code will be provided in the course platform. It will not be provided here. It will be provided in the course platform. So don't look for it here. Come on, y'all. Don't look for it here. You will only find it in the course platform, because I'm not going to post it here, because it's only for those who have taken the first course. Okay? Okay. Now, I'm getting off of here because I've got to go into this store and get some water. They've got the filtered water at the office, and when I tell you, that is some of the nastiest water I have ever tasted. Jesus be offense. It's nasty. Which is so shocking to me, because it's actually bottled water that he puts into the water machine, and it's nasty. So I don't know if the filter needs to be changed or if the water is stale. You do know that water can go stale. It really can. So I don't know if it's that the water has gone stale or if the filter needs to be changed, but whatever the case, it was gross. So I had to go out and buy some water, buy a bottle of water. So I'm going to stop before I go into the office. I have stopped. I'm going to go into the store and see if I can get me at least a gallon of water to have at my desk, because I cannot drink that stuff. And the other people in the office drink it like there's nothing wrong with it. No, there's something wrong with that. That's not okay. You all are so used to drinking this mess that you don't realize is not good. Okay. Anyway, let me get off of here and get in the store so I can get to work on time. Peace and blessings. Remember to walk in your purpose and know that I appreciate you. Hopefully throughout this video, I have said something that has encouraged you or empowered you or uplifted you. That is my desire. All right, I'm out.